this is...
It wasn't always like this. If you've been with us from the beginning, you've seen us stay in $7 hotel rooms, sleep on a lot of airport floors, and miss out on incredible opportunities simply because we didn't have the money to make it happen. But after creating our travel gear business and growing it over the past 5 years, our travel budget has certainly increased, and we're finally checking some big things off the bucket list. Just because we have the budget, though, we find ourselves often asking, is this even worth it? Indulging can be a taste of the good life, but sometimes it can leave you feeling like a sucker. And a strict budget can be a grind until you realize you might be getting 99% of the experience that actually matters. What's worth the money? That's exactly what we're exploring in 1000 vs. 100. Welcome to Maui, our favorite Hawaiian island due to the vast amount of diverse experiences you can have in one place, like hiking to waterfalls, driving through the rainforest, watching a sunrise over a volcano, and whale watching while sitting on the beach. Maui, of course, is no secret, and thus it's also no secret it's one of the most expensive places to vacation in the world. But I'm so glad you found this video before pulling out your visa. In this video, we'll be living on two approximate budgets, $1,000 a day and $100 a day, in hopes of showing you that more isn't always more. Welcome to Maui. Climactic.
There we go. There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Woo woo. There she is. Oh, nice branding. Woo. Up, whales. How important is your hotel room in Maui? We've been fortunate enough to travel here before, and we know that there are so many incredible experiences that we're going to share with you in this video, so stick around for that. But is it worth it? That's what we're going to test out here, and we are spending our own money on this trip. So I wanted to stay in a resort because it's something that we've always seen in the movies. You wear your pretty Hawaiian dress and you check in and you get some cool necklaces and you go to the luau, and like that's how they do it in the movies, right? Let's take a look at the resort now, because the Westin here has recently put in $200 million renovation of the beautiful pool area. So let's give it a look. So here at the Westin Resort and Spa in Kaanapali are multiple pools, hot tubs, a water slide, beautiful chairs and gazebos. There's fun exotic birds to see, some shopping, and multiple restaurants. It is anything and everything you would dream of in a tropical resort. Come here between January and April and you'll be lucky enough to see dozens of humpback whales spouting in the distance. But the real reason you're here, let's talk money. This room and this hotel is insanely expensive. The prices of hotels is always adjusting throughout different times of year, but here in the height of high season in mid-February, this room rate, don't gasp, Tim, is anywhere between $800 and $1,200.
What?
So we, yes, are making this on YouTube, but we're just sharing our own vacation. We're just paying customers. Now, gulp, I don't think I would ever actually pay that price unless I already knew it was going to be an insanely amazing experience. So this is in the Marriott world of hotels, and we are using 60,000 Marriott points, which of course have value, transferred over from Chase, which meant that we could have flown round trip to Europe for that, plus an additional $250 cash upgrade to move from basically looking at the parking lot to looking at the ocean. Woo!
That is, yeah, a great few, but 250 to go from parking lot to that.
Now, Maui is so unique because there are so many incredible experiences that really, no matter how you're traveling, everyone's on some type of budget, and how much of your budget should go to your accommodation on this island and how much should go to experiences. That's what we'll explore today. One of the challenges I foresee in being in such a big resort is there's all these towers, there's multiple areas in this property, and we know that we're going to be in and out so much because there's so much going on in Maui that we have quite a commute to get over to the car. We need to walk all the way down the hallway, the elevator, across the way, over to the parking lot, go through the parking structure, get out, pay for parking, and then run our experience versus a different option that you will see later in the video. I'd say one of the least valuable places to stay on the island would be in a big resort in a bad room, because you could be spending $600 to be sitting on top of the parking lot on the other side of the hotel. That's where we were before my $250 upgrade for this room. So at least we're hanging out here looking at whales. But to hang out there and listen to people in and out of the parking structure all night,
not great.
Not great for $600. I recommend a lot of other places before you go and, spend on your basic room at the hotel.
After our last Maui video, our last Maui trip, we did not go to luau. So many people in the comments were like, oh my God, you gotta go, you gotta go. It was never something on our radar. We're trying it. We're stepping out. We're gonna go check it out. Sweet. Thank you.
Whoa, a private
Aloha.
table. Oh, I see. I think you get special decorations based on your ticket price. Some people have flower lace. We have some. I'll keep adding to my collection. Yeah.
Bam.
Oh, look at that. That's quite the rum topper. The luau's are usually buffet style, but with the pandemic, everyone's at their own private tables, which kind of feels like maybe VIP, and so then everything will be plated and brought to us, and everything is all prepaid. This hefty price here, but that includes beverages of your choice and all the food that's about to come out, and of course all of the entertainment, which is really what we're here for. So I am truly excited to rate this, is this of high value, because already I'm feeling like, oh, it's sunset, I want to be on the water, I want to be on a boat, that's why I'm in Maui. But this is part of the experience, so I'm totally open-minded. I'm just telling those are my own personal first thoughts.
Great first stop. Very strong welcome drinks. Always appreciated.
I'm gonna blow your mind. Toothpick. That's how this works.
Left side if you're taking.
Left side if you're taken. Right.
Talking with my son.
Wink, wink.
Without him.
Hey, gentlemen.
Easy.
This is so casual and pretty. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if we were coming to like a 2-hour full show or something, but this is more like walk around, like take some sunset pictures. You're here at the ocean. They're taking pictures of family. There's little souvenirs for sale. There's live music. So it's more of just like enjoying the grounds. We're staying here at the resort, but if you weren't staying here, then you can like use the facilities and see this property, which is beautiful. So I'm really liking the vibe so far. Aloha. Is this what you expected?
Pretty happy right now.
Not bad.
This is all right. Vibes.
Okay, so this is our room here.
But better than the room, just that. Like a sailboat, setting sun, clouds, island, perfect water. That's perfect.
Don't lose song, dance, and chant. It is our hope that by the time you leave us here this evening, you'll have a better understanding of our island, of our culture, and what the true meaning of aloha really is. So with that, we're going to start this off the right way. That's with a traditional Hawaiian oli, a Hawaiian welcome chant called Oli Aloha, which is performed for friends and family that we haven't seen in a very long time.
Look at this is everything I have to eat. And I really think I can do it. I think I can do it.
I don't know what I was expecting, but so far this is such a good balance of like entertainment and stuff going on and food being delivered. It's not just like constant like stuff going on. You can like talk for a little bit and then there's a dance and then like you can get a drink and then there's something else. So I really like the balance so far.
I feel like this is an antagonistic amount of food to put in front of me. This is an absurd amount of food. There's never a time when I have kimchi as a side that I'm upset about. It's like, I can eat anything and have kimchi on the side. It's gonna work.
Give me a little rundown of what's even here. Fish, chicken, pork.
Sure, we have fish. So, the fish is all gone. We have some chicken left over. We've got pork, rice. Is that taro root? I thought he said sweet potato, but I don't know. It all happened really quick. And then there's poi, which is like at every luau, and I've heard everything from, oh, it's always at the luau, but nobody eats it. So like, it's just a dip that kind of goes on everything. Oh my God, there's so much food.
Some Maui goat pineapple.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a blasty blast tonight. The performances were so good. And then just the finale with the fire. It was not over the top in a bad, it was just huge. It was awesome. Started off, 1,000 review.
Is it worth it? Well, let's talk about the resort.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those destinations, I don't think that you're getting that much more out of your accommodation after $300.
Sure.
Because 300 to 800 could be like your entire activity and food budget, like everything else, and all you get maybe is like a different type of pool, you know?
Several pools, a water slide.
Yeah, so I don't think that the high price of accommodation on Maui is worth it.
No, I would have major FOMO, like staying at a place like this and wanting to be out exploring everything. And there are people out there who love resorts. It's always going to be an uphill battle for me because I don't really like the resort scene. I don't like things like cruises, and it's just too many people. When you're on vacation, for me, if I'm trying to unwind, I don't want to be this surrounded.
It's just like not the right place for a resort. If you like resorts, that's great. I love, like, there's nothing not to like in this case for me, but like then just maybe go to Jamaica or Dominican Republic or Cabo, or you're spending more time there. In Maui, go see Maui.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get a nice Airbnb.
And go on a helicopter
Walking
ride.
distance to the ocean,
Yeah.
like really close, or even the ocean view. And yeah, go do an awesome experience. Go,
Yeah.
hire a guide and go do something because there's so much to do here.
Right. So it's not to say that like we're thinking that maybe the budget's going to be better, that because now we're going to go visit that piece. But I think that there's just a different way that I would spend $1,000. Like we spent $1,000 and we swam in a pool and ate dinner and saw a show. And you could spend $1,000 by staying in a condo and going on a helicopter ride and kayaking with whales. I don't think it's any surprise that that's what a Maui vacation looks like, but if you haven't guessed yet, the whole point of this video is to show you that there's another way of travel, and vacation doesn't have to be exactly what like the resorts market vacation as. So there are so many high value, low cost things to do here on Maui. One of the biggest costs, of course, is accommodation. So the first thing we want to show you is where you can stay on a budget on this island. And then of course there's so many activities that are totally free or just high value, low cost that we'll get into now. So Tim, where are we staying on a budget in Maui?
Maui is one of the most expensive places to go visit. So your budget options are going to be camping most of the time. Camping in a tent. However, it doesn't always just have to be a tent on the ground at a sad campground. It can be a beautiful tentalo. And if you didn't know that word existed, I didn't either. But that's where we're sleeping. Now the best thing about this tentalo, before we get into that grand tour that y'all love, check out that over there. What's that blue thing shining at me? It's the ocean. And it's right outside my tentalo. I could probably sprint there in about 20 seconds, maybe 15, but I'm almost elderly and I'm not that fast. Let's go look at the
Oceanfront camping, show me more.
How about this at first? This is a porch where you can sit and reflect on our friends over there. Those are known as polite chickens. Those are her 4 children. They visit us. I've been cued by the cameraman. That's enough content about chickens. Hey, make sure to subscribe to Chicken Travels, where I talk about chickens in all the countries we visit. Now there are a range of tents that you can stay at here at this camp. You can pay $50 a night and set up a tent out on the beach there. It's a bit more crowded. We'll show you that in a few minutes. This tent's low, 150 bones a night. Quite a bargain for actual floors, twin beds, which maybe not great if you're doing a honeymoon here, but real beds instead of sleeping on the ground in a sleeping bag or something. They have the linens, the pillows, all that. It's all in the trunk for you. You set it up when you get here. Everything was sparkling clean. Believe it or not, we have stayed in our share of yurts and like unique Airbnbs, and hey, there's this tent and this crazy thing and it's kooky and it's Instagram and it's a bubble, and you get there and you're like, well, this is a little bit dirty. I wish it was cleaner. This is clean. That's a really nice little bonus. Other hallmarks of camping. Look, we've got a cooler with a handle that comes off if you're into that. A hallmark of camping in any tent. You have solar lights that only work at night. There's no electricity during the day. Kind of a bummer if you need to charge cameras, because if you do like a YouTube show or something. But that's fine. You just charge everything off your computer and hope it doesn't die. Not really internet here, but again, camping in Maui, beautiful. You should be at the beach anyways and not on the internet. This is all kind of boring, but still like really nice. The bathroom, exciting. Look at this, guys. You just ignore it. I mean, it's a sink. Wow, a sink. No, don't look at the sink. Come here. Look. I'm not gonna do it on camera, but you can shower under the stars and you sit here and you hear the waves crash and you're like, wow, what a wonderful vacation. I feel so at peace. So just setting the kind of like vibe for you. It's a really nice bonus in this tentalo. If you do need a toilet, as people do, there's a toilet over there. You have a key for it. You share it with a few other tentalos. It's an actual flushing toilet. And if you think I'm going into depth about this toilet too much, people are really interested in the toilets you use when you're like camping. So there you go. Be at peace. That is our grand tentalo tour. As promised, let's go check out these $50 sites. So this is an awesome option since in Maui you're going to be out doing all the time. I mean, if the weather's right and everything, like you're really not spending that much time wherever you're sleeping. There's just so much to go see and do.
And to be right on the beach is insane.
That is not, I haven't seen in all of our travels, I haven't seen a $50 site that's like this close to the beach.
I know. Like,
a nice beach.
those people have this site right here. So then right here
Oh,
is the water. And until I found this spot, I thought that the only camping was really the car tent camping, and then you have to find the site. But to be at a private campground like this is just so easy because you can still reserve it like a hotel and not have to worry about where you're sleeping at night.
Yeah.
And the state campgrounds here are really competitive to reserve a spot ahead of time. So I only booked this a couple of weeks ago and found it here in high season of February. I'm just like looking at that in the background. It's so
oh yeah,
nuts.
that looks great. So this is just water access over here. There's an actual beach though at this camp, which we need to go to for kayaking here anyways, but we'll show you the beach too.
Yeah, so we're going on a kayak tour that's $65 a person. You know, it's not like hiking is free on the, we're gonna tell you a bunch of free awesome things to do on the island, but like $65 we think is a really high value, low cost tour to go do, and it's whale season. Hopefully we'll see so I mean we've been seeing them from the beach, so
If you can see them from the beach, there's no way we're not going to see them on a kayak.
let's take you there now. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Well, look at this, is all from the whale here. Oh yeah.
Let's go get him.
Oh my god. Oh! Spotted a whale. We're gonna go find him.
Good shot.
His head. Oh my god, it's coming. She's coming.
That's what she said.
You have mine. Oh my god.
Here.
Okay.
We have to get in calm.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I can't believe this. Oh, yeah, get in. He's watching. He's going.
throwing water so high. John?
Oh! They're right in front. Oh my underpass. Woo! Oh no, we're going against the current now. I'm in. Whew. Still so cool. It probably looks like we've been swimming, but we're just wet. Wow. It is deceiving because it's so big and look close and
Then you actually look at the water, you're like, oh, that's a quarter mile. Oh,
yeah.
They're just so relatively close to the shore, it's deceiving. You're like, there's no way that it's deep enough that close to the beach for something that big. Tell me about having your own neoprene.
I said 2 to 3.
Oh, yeah, the water here is,
I said 2 to 3.
like 80. So these are great. They're like little neoprene shirts that you can grab and they keep you a little bit warmer.
Somebody's always freezing.
Well, after I was shivering in the terrible manta dive last year, now I know better. This is too big. Shoot. This is not going to be that effective. But here, it's okay.
But it makes you feel better.
Shallow reef to the outside, and we've got shallow reef to the inside. So what we're doing is just cruising up and down this sandy bottom channel that runs parallel with the shore.
See.
Yeah, our first mission will probably be off to the left over that way towards Lanai. What? Because there's usually turtles hanging out just at the end of the cove, the end of the channel down there. Okay?
Sea turtles.
That's a good look, Tim. Sunglasses and
Push off and down on the opposite side of the one you get in on.
he loves to rescue. Oh, I need some of that.
No way, that's what we needed?
Oh my god! Oh, sweet! Here, you Perfect!
And now Allison's going to talk about manifesting.
Yeah, when you just manifest what you need out here, the ocean delivers what you need. That's awesome. There's some in there.
I know, it's perfect. I literally was going to be like, we should get some of that.
We should get some of that. Oh, well, we've manifested it.
Wow, snorkeling was, kayaking, snorkeling, whatever. I mean, I expected it to be fun, but I didn't expect all of that. If you book that tour, there's a hose and shower you can rinse off with right here at the campground, but I think it's time for us to now leave because we're starving. Which reminded me to tell you about how we got a convertible in Maui. That's just so cool. Okay, so here's all about rental cars in Maui. It's really, really competitive to find rental cars here. So I've even heard tips of like book your rental car before you even book your flight to make sure that you can get one. I did just book this a couple weeks before this trip, so it's not like I was, months out or anything, and it was still fine. National Rental Car here has the executive, so if you have a perk for National Executive through a credit card or something, you can walk right into the executive aisle and pick whatever car you want. And this beautiful white Mustang convertible was here. That's how we ended up with this. They also had Wranglers in there, but those were just like there was like 3 cool cars, and the other ones was a Nissan.
Nissan Altima?
Nissan Altima. Of course, Tim would have probably preferred the Chevy Spark. If you watched our other Maui video, Tim was always saying about the Spark.
Hey, Chevy Spark, the hardest working car in rental fleets.
Yeah. If you aren't like a credit card, rewards, points, avid follower or anything, and you are just looking for some deals or options, don't forget to look First, at Airbnb, some people are renting out their cars with rooftop campers as a car. So that would almost be like two birds, one stone. You have your car and your accommodation covered there.
See?
And then another option, if you haven't heard of this app, it's called Turo, Turo. And that is like the Airbnb for cars, I think is like how people will explain it.
I don't know how more people don't know Turo. Like,
Yes. There's a link down below. You can sign up and get your account. And we've been loving it all over most
so
of the US
we're going
based.
out to Colorado next month. The rental we're getting is half the price, is the cheapest rental car out there. And we're getting like, it's an older Ford Escape, but I don't care. I just need a car. I don't want to pay Hertz whatever crazy price they're charging.
Yeah, and you might not need anything fancy, and so people can just put their private cars on there. Some of them have an airport delivery fee, but a lot of cars are remote start now, so they'll either like leave you a hidden key somewhere or be able to
open it remotely.
open it through an app or something, and that is a great option. Also, you can find rooftop tent campers through that as well.
Word.
Starving?
I'm starving. I'm patiently waiting so we can start the car and get to Foodland. I'm so
All right,
hungry.
we are going to go have some food on a budget in Maui. And so, the final results. If you're on a luxury budget, double check that you have a view at the expensive resort. Many rooms are sold as resort view, as there's golf courses in the distance, but unless you're on a super high floor, you're basically sitting in the parking lot. Don't miss the Molokai helicopter experience. But you could skip the luau. And since you'd be missing a cultural experience, we encourage you to download a GPS audio guide to play in your rental that will tell you all about Hawaiian history and give you recommendations on excellent viewpoints and local gems as you navigate in your car around the island. It's only a couple dollars for the app, and it will feel like you've hired a private tour guide, trust me. If you're in the mid-range, grab an Airbnb in a condo with a pool and book some low-cost, high-value experiences like a sunset sail or a kayak trip. If you're really on a budget, you could see so much of Maui under $100 a day by tent or car camping, grabbing the same Maui GPS guide for self-guided tours like sunrise on Haleakala, hiking in Yao Valley, and most importantly, driving the road to Hana. If you want to see any of these experiences in more detail, we, of course, have it all ready for you in our ultimate Maui vlog, which you should definitely watch if you have not seen that already. For the Tentalo at $150, that was a lot more camping than I was expecting. Like without the power, with still having to walk to the bathroom, and at that price point, if your budget is already $150, I feel like your budget could be $200, and like $200, you could have a condo with a pool and be inside and have a bathroom. So I don't necessarily think that this Tentalo was a great option when it comes to budget. Now, was it fun for the camping experience and showering outside? And yeah, like this is cool here. But for value, I give it kind of like a low rating on value. So that's my takeaway there. Seasonality has so much to do with it. In 2021, in February, when we came here for like right at the beginning of when tourism was opening back up after the pandemic, we found an amazing condo for $150. So just depends kind of on when you're coming, I think. Well, that's it for us for Maui. I'm really sad to leave, but like boo-hoo, we have to go to Kauai now. So make sure you check out Trip to Kauai in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you like this, we also have 1000 versus 100 kawaii. Okay, bye.